Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being on with us tonight. This is our regular run-of-the-mill Monday night Team Hustle and Heart Monday night Zoom, but with a very, very special guest, my friend Cassie Tech, who's a double diamond. Cassie, I would love for you to just start by telling us your story, who you are, where you're from, why you joined It Works, and a little bit of your journey so far.
Yes, can you hear me okay? Perfect. Okay, so you guys, I joined back in, actually it's 2 years ago this month on the 5th. It was my 2-year anniversary, so that's exciting. But I started this business November 2018, so right before Christmas, kind of like all of you. If you are brand new in this business, please drop a 1. Let me know, because that was me 2 years ago at this time. And I can definitely relate to you, because I was a full-time college student, taking 18 credit hours, working 3 part-time jobs. And keep in mind, I was still going to school every single day of the week while working 3 jobs. And I was literally, I live in a small town. I don't know if you guys know, you probably don't. I don't think your team's from Nebraska, probably not. But I'm from Nebraska. I lived like 40 minutes from my school when I lived at home. I lived 40 minutes from my college. So I would have to commute back and forth every single day. And I would also have to commute to my different jobs before work, before school, after school, you know what I mean? You had to commute everywhere. I don't know if anybody else has to commute a lot, but I did. And it was a big struggle for me because I could not pay for gas. And I was like, I have $2. How am I supposed to get from here to here? That's not even, like, it doesn't connect. Like, it just did not connect. I was at school when I saw the opportunity pop up on my Instagram. I was sitting in between classes, like, how am I going to get to work after this? I honestly don't know. I was going through my my purse, like, what do I have? Like, anything, any gift cards that I found, like, for lunch, like, literally, I was struggling so hard. I would sit there and just, like, I was stressed enough with school and my jobs, and then gas money on top of that. How was I going to eat lunch on top of that? If any of you are relating to this, drop a 2 in the chat, because that was definitely me. I was like, how am I supposed to get to my job if I don't have gas to put in my car? Like, so that was literally why I joined. It's because I was working. It doesn't really make sense though, because I was working 3 jobs, but I still was not making enough to put money in my gas tank. If any of you all relate to that, let me know, because I was like, why am I even working these jobs if it's not doing anything for me? Literally just paying my bills, and then I had 0 left over after that. And I was like, so what am I supposed to do now? Like, because it was terrible. And I found this business on Instagram. Like I said, I don't know if you guys have heard of Lindsay Burgundy. I think she talked on Jade's Zoom last week, but she's my upline. I saw her on Instagram, and she actually had not reached out to me. I saw other people. Let me think how to say this. Sorry. I had other people reach out to me, but they just weren't very committed to it and weren't very serious about it. So I was kind of iffy, because like they'd post like here or there. They'd like post on their stories like every few days. They'd post on their page every few days. So I was kind of like, they don't look like, I don't know if I can trust that they're serious enough to teach me. So if I wanted to do this, but then Lindsay found me, and she hadn't messaged me yet. She eventually did message me after I had been watching her, but she was so consistent every single day, 3 posts on her Instagram, stories on her Instagram all day long. This is why we preach consistency, you guys. I would not have joined her if she was not consistent. Literally, I would not, because I had been following like 3 or 4 other It Works girls, but they were not consistent. They were not genuine. They were literally just like posting like spammy pictures and posting every other day. And I was just like, I don't know about that. Like, I've never heard of it, let alone like, if they're not serious, how am I supposed to be serious? But then I saw Lindsay, who was so serious. She knew what she was talking about. She had confidence. Even if she had no clue what she was doing, she could have been a day in and I would have had no idea, because she was confident and consistent. If you're a day into this business, just act like you know what you're doing and figure it out as you go, because that's basically, if she would not have been consistent and confident, I would not have joined her. So, and then she ended up asking me, and I think she asked me about the products, and I was like, hell no, like there is no way that's happening. And then she brought up the business, which is why we do that. I don't know if you guys do that. I'm sure you do. But if someone says no to the products, be like, have you ever thought about this business opportunity? That's how I joined. And that's how I've got most of my distributors to join, because I learned from how she did that. Literally, if you are a new distributor, go back in your conversation, see what your enroller told you when you were having a conversation, save it, and that's how you get new DTs yourself. So that's super simple. Like, what we do is simple, you guys, but you have to do it. It's not about doing it when you have time, because I can tell you I did not have time. I would go work one job in the morning early. I don't know if anyone's done that. Work early in the morning, get off, go to class, then work after class, and then go to a different job late at night. So like, if any of you have done that or have been there before, drop a, what number am I on? 3? Drop a 3. Hold on. Because literally, I did not have any time, but I wanted a change. So I joined in November 2018. It's kind of like a long story. Hopefully it's fine. But I joined in November 2018, and then I was dumb. I didn't work because I worked for I got like my first 6 customers or whatever. And then I was like, all right, we're great. Like, we're living on the high road now. Let's go. And then it kind of slowed down after I got through my warm market. And I know this happens to a lot of people. It kind of slowed down, and I just stopped working, which do not recommend. Don't do it, please. But I stopped working, and that bit me in the butt because I had to work my way back up. I had to work my way back to where I was. So it put me behind. So that's why we say work every day. Don't work one day, then stop the next, because then you have to gain people's trust again. That's what I had to do. So I stopped working for 4 months. Don't know why. I just did not believe in it. And I decided, I don't know what I decided, but then I saw people at conference. Everybody went to conference. I was just hanging at home. Like, I would still hop on Zooms and stuff and say that I was on, and I would still post and stuff, but I wasn't really doing all the things, you know? I was just doing the very bare minimum to say that I was doing stuff. So I don't know if anybody's done that, but that was definitely me when I slowed down in my business. I was just trying to please my enroller and tell her I was on the Zoom, and I was really like in the living room watching TV. I know it's bad. Don't do that. But like, that's where I was. I was stubborn. I didn't want to listen. I didn't think that I just wanted to do my own way, and I didn't want to do what our leaders were teaching us. And that also bit me in the butt. So do what your leaders are teaching you. They know what they're talking about, literally. So that bit me in the butt for a little bit. Then I saw everybody promoting a conference, and I was sitting in my house like, dang. So you guys have heard of Haley Cox, I'm sure. She's on my enrollers team. So I saw, like, I was still in the group chats and everything, and I was still on the team page, just like watching everybody like in the background. And so I saw everybody promoting, and I was like, people were double and triple promoting, and I was like, dang, I'm still in this business. Why am I not doing that? And then I hopped on a Zoom about somebody like triple or double promoting, and they just said that they were doing the work consistently every day. And I was like, well, dang, why don't I do that? Like, if she can do that easily, why am I not doing that? So that's when I decided to turn my business around, was in March of 2019. And then that's when my business exploded. She was like, literally all I'm doing is posting, messaging, following, posting to my stories, doing host to post, and messaging. I might have said that one already, but she was like, that's literally all I'm doing. And I was like, okay, I can do that. Like, why not? If she can do it, so can I. So that's what I did. And then it was really a decision. I was like, if she can do that, so can I. I'm just going to do it and figure it out on the way, because I didn't know what I was doing. Like I said, I wasn't paying attention to Zooms at first. If you're just listening to this in the background, it's not going to do you any good. Trust me, please pay attention. Like, it does not help to just have it playing in the background, because I did that and it did not help me. But I decided that I was going to be a better person, and I decided that I did want this business. I joined for a reason, and I kind of forgot about that, because I had seen like the little bit of extra gas money that I needed. I had seen the extra $20, $30 that I needed, that I joined for. And then I lost sight of what I wanted. And I was like, well, I got my gas money. Now what? And then I didn't think of the now what. I was just kind of like, oh, I got my gas money. We're good. And then I was kind of realizing that I could actually quit some of these jobs if I took my business seriously. And that's exactly what I did. So that is exactly what I did. So I decided in March, and then I promoted Ruby in April. So you guys, it is literally that simple. Decide right now, and you can promote this month or next month, because I just went ham. I was like, okay, so they say they're getting 20 hostable up and 200 messages out. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So that's what I did, and that's how I promoted, you guys. Literally do what your enrollers say. They know what they're talking about. I was kind of that person that was like, oh, that might work for her. I don't think it's going to work for me. And then I did what they were talking about, and it worked. So, like, just do what they're teaching you. So then I went Ruby in April. Then I kind of was comfortable at Ruby also. So then I sat at Ruby from April until I promoted Emerald in September. So you're probably asking, what did I do different between April and September? What I did was self-development. Drop a 4 if you self-develop or not. Let me know. I'm going to give it a second because this is a really, really good question. Yes, every single day. Yes. Anybody else? I hope. Okay, we're getting some 4s now. Good, good. So literally the difference from when I went Ruby and when I went Emerald was I self-developed. I could not get from Ruby to Emerald without it because I had a shit mindset. Excuse my language, but I had a shitty mindset, and it was what held me back from going to the next level. So if you are just like, you're like, I'm doing literally everything. I've been doing the same things that have made me successful this far. Why am I not going any farther? It's your mindset. Literally self-develop, get the audiobooks, get the podcasts. I'm sure Hope has shared some amazing ones with you guys, but that's what changed my business from Ruby to get to Emerald. And then I went to conference. After I went Emerald, I went to conference. And then that literally changed my business, you guys. If you do not have your conference ticket, please get it. I went diamond and then double right after conference. So if that does not tell you anything, then you need to watch some videos.
I've never not promoted after conference at least once, ever, in 5 years. Like, it is what up levels your business.
Literally, like I almost didn't go to conference. Funny story. I'm sure a lot of you relate to this one. So who has family that does not support you? I lived at home, so my family was always down my back. If you have family that does not support you, drop a 5 in the chat, because I was there. And they literally told me not to go to conference. So like I asked them to go to conference. Sorry, that was like my table making noise. I asked them if I could go to conference, and they were like, oh no, that's like a waste of money. That's a scam. You're not going. But I had heard all of these top leaders telling their story about conference. And I was like, you know what? If I want to go big in this business, I need to go to conference. That's what everybody's saying. So I was like, you know what? I am just going to keep asking and asking and asking. So what I did was I literally asked my parents and begged my parents. I was like 19 at this point, you guys. So I still lived at home, but actually I might have been 20. Just, I don't know what year that was, but I was literally begging my parents over and over again. And then they eventually said, fine, do whatever you want. Like, you know, when people get mad, they're like, do whatever you want. So I bought my ticket right there. I kept asking and asking, and then they're like, fine, do whatever you want. So I bought my ticket on the spot as soon as they said that. Can't back out now. That's kind of where I was. I was like, everybody's saying that they promoted and that's what I want. So that's what I did. And I was like, screw it. If they really don't want me to go, they said whatever you want. So that's what I did. I bought the ticket right there. I paid for it with fast starts, you guys. Please don't tell me you don't have the money for conference. Sell a sample, use fast starts. Seriously, it is not that hard if you do the work. But that's basically my story. I promoted twice after conference, and then I'm about to promote to triple here soon. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. I wrote down a few things because I just love it. So first thing is, she was talking about why she enrolled, and it was the commitment level of her enroller. If you are wondering why people are not joining your team, you gotta look at your level of commitment and consistency. I've seen a lot of faces on here who I enrolled personally or were enrolled by people on our team that are were very committed and consistent at the time that you signed up. And it just goes to show, like, you people need to trust you. We're going to talk a lot about customers tonight, but I think this is the most important tip that we're going to get about enrolling distributors, especially in this next like week on the $39 deal. It's not a specific post. It's not a specific script. It's not a magical TikTok that you can make that's gonna blow up. It's, are you showing up every single day as the kind of person that you would want to join this business with? Would you want to join your team? Period. And you got to, we're learning this with the Tony Robbins thing. If we were on the Zoom with Chris Akuja, she says, call it tight, call it like it is. Tell yourself, call it tight, like get real with yourself. Would you join your team? Yes or no? If the answer is no, then you know that's the work that you got to start putting in. If the answer is yes, then girl, you're doing great. You're doing great, and you can keep going. And then the other thing is that people can tell. People can tell. You don't think they can tell, but they can tell your level of excitement, your level of commitment, your level of confidence. You're like, I'll just keep copy and pasting the scripts, and I don't believe in any of this, but I'll just keep doing. No, they can tell, you guys. It's in your mindset. It's in how you present yourself on a daily basis. I know you're scared. I know you're brand new. I know you have no clue what's going on. For those of you who are like brand new in your first 30 days who are on here and you're like, you want me to what? Just do it, sister. Just do it, and we have your back. You put it out there, we'll help you respond. You put up a post, we'll help you message. You send a message, we'll help you respond. That's what we're here for. But we can't make you do the things and show up in a way that's confident. And then I love that you were just like, you had to just decide that you joined for a reason. And I talked to so many people out in the interwebs of, oh yeah, I tried that and it just didn't work. And I'm like, sis, you mean you didn't work? Because this is not some business that you sign up and money is just going to start plopping in your bank account because you have an account. Like with it works. Like you have to work. You have to show up. You have to make contacts. You have to make leads. This is something that I have a coach who is not part of It Works, but she always says, like, I have good news and bad news. Like the bad news is that there's no magic pixie dust. There is no magical fairy wand that you're going to wave over your business and poof, customers and distributors everywhere. But the good news is that if you follow the recipe and do the work and work hard and stay consistent, you will be successful, period. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about the level of success you have when you go all in. And that's what Cassie's talking about. She kind of, she joined and then she got her 6 customers and then she wasn't all in. She was like kind of showing up. She was like kind of posting. She was like kind of following up with people. But as soon as she decided that she was going to be all in and do all the things that we were teaching them, I was just talking to somebody this week. They were like, I feel like I'm doing all the things. I said, sis, I know you're not doing all the things because when you're doing all the things, you enroll. When you're doing all the things, you enroll, guys, period. It's not, this isn't me like yelling at you. It's me telling you, like, when you are doing your KPIs every single day, you will be enrolling. It might take a couple of weeks to get that ball rolling of doing your KPIs. But if you're doing them consistently every single day, you will sign customers and you will sign distributors. Period. So I just love that you talked about that commitment and just like that decision, and just that people can tell your level of commitment. And as soon as you decide to make that switch, that 2 millimeter shift in your brain from not believing in yourself to believing in yourself, the people are going to start coming in and you are going to start to see better results than you thought that you could have. So you mentioned you basically mentioned the non-negotiables. And it's the same. Cassie Westland's team definitely is a little bit more hardcore on like the straight up messaging than what I teach my team, but it's all the same basics. We're posting in our stories, we're getting up host to post, we're adding new people, following new people, adding new friends, following up with people, and doing our personal development. And that's your 6 list right there. So is there anything specific? Do you follow like a list? You got it right there.
Yep. Actually, I made my own KPI. I know that you guys have like I don't know if you use a corporate or if you made your own. I've seen a lot of people doing that.
Yeah, our girl Jillian made one that's like very pretty. It's the one that we use. Yeah.
I just use like an Excel spreadsheet. And
I love it.
Because the one that corporate used, I love them, but I do like 2 or 3 times that. So I was like, I can't be looking at this.
Can you, whenever we get off of here, obviously like not right now, can you take a picture of it and send it to me, and I'll make sure that it goes in the team chat or the team page, you guys. That way you guys can see exactly what she works off of.
Yeah. So like, I love the corporate, but I was doing like 2 or 3 times that. So if I was looking at that and I did that, I would not be where I am. So that is why I made my own. If you guys feel like the one that your team made for you, go to and you don't like that, go to your spreadsheet and make it your own. But do not lower it. Do not, if you make your own,
no, do not do less. Do not put less numbers on it just because you're not comfortable or it doesn't seem like you can or whatever. Yeah.
Yes. Only make your own if you're doing more. But so what I put, so I don't know if anybody else has struggled with the KPI list, but that was me at first. So that's one of the other reasons I made my own. So let me know, drop a comment if you feel like you're doing everything on the KPI list, but you're not enrolling. Just stay with me, but drop a 6 or a comment or something in the chat.
I love it. Drop a 6 if you feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but you're not getting the results that you want.
Because I was there. So I'm going to relate to you and tell you how I got out of that. So just let me know. Be honest with yourself. If you feel like you're doing every single thing, but you're still not enrolling, because that was me. And I realized I was doing something wrong. So, okay, we got some 6s. So what I added to the list was enroll. So I don't know if you can see it. I added enroll 2 customers and enroll 1 distributor, because I was doing everything on the list, but I was not enrolling because I was too task focused. I was not enrollment focused. So change your mindset. I was too task focused. I was like, oh yeah, I got my 20 host posts up. I am done for the day. And then I was not enrolling. And my enroller, Lindsay, was like, "What? There's no point of the task list if you're not enrolling." I was like, oh crap, you're right. I was like, I'm doing all the things on the task list, but I'm just doing them to say I was doing them. That's what happened when the task list originally came out. My business kind of dipped over the summer, because I was doing everything on the task list, but I was doing it because I wanted to say that I was doing it. I wasn't doing it to enroll. So if anybody has ever done that, or if that's where you're at right now, if you just dropped a 6, change your mindset and maybe change your task list. Change your task list to say enroll. This is like a brand new one. I haven't written on it this week.
No, but I love that. Just specifically saying like, today my goal is to enroll 2 customers. And then like, I'm sure there's days where you don't enroll 2 customers. You know, I'm days where she doesn't enroll 2 customers, guys. But every single day when she wakes up, she knows that that's part of her list. I love that. It's like a total mind. It's like, but the daily tasks that are on your list, the actual daily tasks that are on your list didn't change. It was just that you were specific about saying, this is what I'm enrolling today.
Yes.
I love that. So tell us what else is on the list, Boo.
Yes. So I have enroll 2 customers, enroll 1 distributor. Make sure that you have that if you feel like you're doing the things but not enrolling, because it changes your mindset and you're like, oh, I've done all these things, but I haven't enrolled yet. I got to keep going and do it again. So then after that, I have the first thing I do first thing in the morning is follow up. So follow-ups I do every single morning. I don't know if you guys have heard of Nayara's follow-ups, but she said, don't follow up throughout the day. Follow up as soon as you wake up. Follow up in bed. Send them right in the morning. You'll enroll a lot more customers early in your day if you enroll right when you wake up. So send follow-ups. I don't have a magic follow-up, I promise. Just send any follow-up. They all work.
I was going to say, especially if you're if you were just talking to someone yesterday, I get so many responses with just, hey, just checking back to see if you had any questions. Hey girl, good morning. Just checking back with you, smiley face. Like just that, people will be like, oh, sorry. Like I got caught up. I fell asleep. The kids, whatever. I had to do dinner. Like there's so many reasons for people not responding to you that have nothing to do with not being interested. So you have to just like just hit them back. Yep. Love it.
Yes, exactly. And if you don't follow up, somebody else is going to. So just keep that in mind. You want to be the first one to get to their phone in the morning and send that follow up. Because if you're not going to send it, I will. So if we talk to the same person.
I say that all the time to my team. I'm like, I mean, if you're not going to go get them, I will. So
Exactly.
go out and get them. I love it. So
Right.
what do you do after you follow up?
Yeah, so after I follow up, so I like to go to the gym in the morning, so I'll like get up and get ready, But then I show one of the other non-negotiables is show myself making a product. I personally show myself making 2 products. I make every day. I take my Thermify XX and I take a boomerang on my Instagram, like cheers kind of. But I take a boomerang every day on my story, and then I put the next thing on the list is actually put before and after somewhere. A corporate approved before and after somewhere. So I do that boomerang, then I put before and afters after it. And then I make a coffee. I used to do a coffee story. Now I make a coffee TikTok and share the TikTok to my stories. Literally, if you guys aren't doing that, make sure you start because so Cassie Weston's team has, I don't know if you were on the Zoom with Marissa something. She enrolled like 60 customers last month from making TikToks on her or coffee TikTok. So Cassie Westland's whole team started doing that, and now a bunch of people are blowing up for making coffee TikToks in the morning. We all do it on our Instagram story.
I love that because if you're hopping on the TikTok train, which like I totally get it, you guys, because I tried to hop on the train in like early March, beginning of April, and it was going pretty good, but then like I stopped, and then like I tried to start again, and then I stopped, and then like now I'm starting again to do my like 3 videos every day as much as I can. And but that's such an easy way to get your video in. You're making your coffee anyways, you gotta put it in your story anyways. I usually record mine on Snapchat, but scratch that, I'm gonna do it on TikTok and then put it on, and then you can still put it in your Instagram story, so you're not missing that. I love that.
So actually, I'll give you a tip on that. So what she said she does when she enrolled all those customers is make it on Instagram. Make the video on Instagram with a pretty like sparkly filter or something. If you don't have them, go to somebody else's story. Take it off my story. I don't care. You can go share filter from somebody else's Instagram story and just use their filter. Literally make the video on Instagram. Don't put the words on it yet. Go to TikTok, put the words on it. Just say, this is how I lost blank. If you haven't lost any weight yet, say my customers are losing 5 pounds in the next week or in their first week. You can find my TikTok. I can comment.
I was gonna say, you can say my friend Hope lost 32 pounds. My friend Kayla lost, I don't even remember how much she lost.
Exactly.
40 something pounds. Yes. Like you like gather our stories and say like, my friends are losing 10 to 40 pounds using this coffee. You're not wrong. Like we are. Literally. We have lost that weight. Yeah.
It's super simple. And then we just put, I just put music and words. Sorry, I saw your question in the chat. Just put music and words. Super simple. You can put the benefits of the coffee. And then what we found that's working is, so we always say text coffee to your number. I promise you're not going to get a bunch of spam texts. I know I was worried about that. If somebody spam texts, you just block them. No worries about that. But if you put your phone number in the first 6 seconds, a lot more people see that. I'll send my TikTok in a second. I'll have to go find my username, but that's what I do for that. And then I share the TikTok to my Instagram story. So you're getting it on all platforms. And I actually have been posting it on my page too. I've been getting a lot of coffee. So I also do coffee host to post. So then when I'm posting about the coffee and then they're seeing a coffee host to post, they're like, oh, this like girl's actually serious about this coffee. Like I wasn't sure, but I see her making it every day. So it's gotta be legit, right? So that's, I'm sure, what they're thinking. But after that, I put follow 200 new people on Instagram. If you're new and you have not a very big Facebook friends list, do this on Facebook too. But I am at my limit on Facebook. So I only follow from host to post, but I follow 200 new people and then I unfollow 200 people. Because if you are new or if you're not new, we want to try to keep our following and followers ratio pretty even on Instagram. Because if you're following 3,000 people, but you have 200 people following you back, people are gonna be like, wow, that girl's a spammer. I'm not even following her back. And if this is you, don't worry, you can fix it. You just have to unfollow. So follow 200, unfollow 200. I don't have a specific way I do that. Literally just go to people that I'm following, go to the likers on their most recent post, and then follow any girl names. That's what I do. Super simple. But then next is I get 15 host posts up minimum. Usually I shoot for 20, but I put 15 if I don't get the 20. But so like usually my goal is 20, but I put 15 on here in case I don't get the 20. But definitely recommend getting 20 host posts up a day. If you're not doing, I'll go into this when I go into enrolling more, but because that's how I mostly enroll. But then I have journaling and affirmations on here. If you guys don't hop on Cheyenne and Kristen's journaling Zoom, make sure that you do. I'm sure it's been shared in the Diamond Elite Nation page, if not in Hope's chat or Hope's page too.
Yeah, they're every single day at 9 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock my time. Unfortunately, that's just like a really weird time for me with the baby. So I never get on them because he wakes up at 6. And so by 7, we're like breakfast or like whatever.
Right.
But they are amazing. And I know that they are amazing. And I hop on whenever I can. And then for those of you that during the week doesn't work for, our girl Kylie actually hosts a journaling Zoom on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock Central Time. So if anybody ever wants a journaling Zoom on Saturday, Kylie does a really excellent one. She reads a devotional and we do some journaling and stuff. I know Cheyenne and Kirsten's are Monday through Friday. So if anyone ever wants one for Saturday, let me know and I can send you guys the info for that too. But yeah, journaling is super, super important. I was just sitting on Zoom with a friend like a little bit ago when I was working and I was like, oh my God, like I haven't journaled or none of my affirmations yet. So I just like sat down and read a bunch of affirmations and wrote like half a page and you just feel so much better after.
Yes. And if like none of the times work for you, I used to have to do it on my own, you guys. Do it on your own. I used to, so when I went to school, I would wake up at 7 o'clock and the journaling Zoom didn't work for me because I had class at 9. So I would wake up 2 hours early so I was able to journal and get some work done. That's kind of what I was saying on Jade's Zoom last week. You have to make this business a priority, especially if you're busy like I was. I kind of still am, but especially if you're busy, you have to make it a priority because if you don't, you're not going to get anywhere. Like I had to wake up 2 hours early. I had to stay up late after I did my homework. It's all about how bad you want it. Like literally for me, I did not want to work 3 jobs anymore. I was in hell. I was like, I do not want to do this anymore. I can't. And like, so that's when I started exploding in this business and I was able to actually step back from 2 of my jobs. I was able to buy a car. I was able to move into my apartment. Literally, you guys, this business can take you far if you make it a priority and if you do all the things. But that's basically my task list.
Sorry, I tried to hit unmute and I couldn't quite yet. No, I love all of that. And I mean, the one that's in our team page right now has following, before and afters, showing yourself, following up, 10 plus host to post, journaling and affirmations, personal development.
I forgot messages.
50 to 100 messages. Like we have all those things. I love that you include enrollments. And I love the tip about doing the TikTok. I know that it's scary, you guys. When Instagram stories came out, I'm going to show my age in this business because I joined back in 2015. When Instagram stories came out, I was like terrified. I was like, what do you mean now I have to post more every single day? I'm already posting 1 million times a day on Instagram. I don't even want to do this. Like, but now I get more, I get way more views on stories. I get way more interaction on stories. Stories are more fun. Stories are more personal, all of these things. And so it's like, I get it. Starting a brand new platform or doing like downloading an app that you've never downloaded before, like it is, you're going to feel some type of way about it at first. You will feel so stupid. The first TikToks that you make, I still feel dumb when I make them, you guys. I made one today. I was like, I feel absolutely ridiculous. Why am I doing this right now? It doesn't matter. It's for building. And and then last week I did a very, very basic business TikTok. I literally copied it word for word for Rachel Jones, and now it has almost 40,000 views. I got over 80 new influencer applications filled out. And I was like, oh my God, why have I not been doing this every single day for the last 6 months? So it kind of just goes back to what she was saying at the very beginning with her story. Like, you say you're doing all the things, you say you're doing all the things and nothing's working for you, but are you on TikTok? Are you making your products in your story every day? Are you following up with people every single day? Are you sending out messages, not just to say that you sent, oh, you count to 50 and then you stop. You message until you get the amount of responses that you're looking for. You host a post until you get the amount of host to post that you're looking for. And I just think that it's super powerful. I think it's super powerful to make that decision that like, you're not just going to do it to say that you're doing it. You're going to do it to get the results that you want. Yes, the daily list is like such a good non-negotiable thing to do when you have the hard, busy, crazy day, right? When you have I worked both my jobs and the kids are bouncing off the walls and my husband won't get off my back and I got 3 hours of sleep last night. That's what the list is for. So that on those days when it's absolutely awful and everything is going wrong, I know we've got people on the Zoom right now, they're moving, they're pregnant, they're having second babies. My friend, my girl Vanessa just had her 4th baby in September, you guys. Like, these people have crazy lives. That's what the non-negotiable list is for those days where you don't even feel like doing anything, you follow the list. At least you've sent 50 messages, at least you've posted in your stories. But on a daily basis, if you want to see true explosion of results where you are enrolling a lot and it's always flowing, just doing the bare minimum is not going to cut it for what you want. It's just not. So let's talk about, so you make your coffee and you do your stories and you do coffee host to post. And I'm guessing that's how you're enrolling, and you probably sell it.
Yes.
Because it's all coffee all the time.
Yes. So basically what I'm doing to enroll you guys is being consistent, doing all the things. And like she was saying, make sure you're actually doing all the things, not just saying you're doing the things. So for me, what I had to do is, so we do message a lot. So I forgot to mention this in my list, but we message about 200 people minimum because that's what we found, like, or at least that's what I found. I know a lot of people don't message that much, but I was like, well, I'm not getting the results I want. I'm going to just message more. So I
think that's super valid. I think that the point though is no matter what, if you're not getting the results you want, it's not that you need to do something different. It's just that you need to do more of whatever it is that you're already doing. So if you are killing it and very attraction marketing and very interactive and sending 50 messages a day is getting up 15 plus host to post and is getting you the leads and the contacts and the enrollments, then send 50 a day, that's fine. But if you're sending like I said, if you're sending your 50, counting to 50 and then wrapping it up for the day, putting your, going to sleep, and you're not getting the number of host to post, the amount of enrollments that you want, you need to message more people. Like, you need to message more. Like, you know in your heart, and that's the craziest thing, in your heart and in your head what it is that you're not doing enough of. And I'm not necessarily talking to the people who are brand new on here. I'm talking to the people on here who have been on my team for like months or like years, who I know are capable of enrolling way, way more than they are. I know they're capable of it. It's like, in your head, in your heart, what you're not doing enough of. I don't got to tell you. Cassie doesn't got to tell you. you already know. So you're enrolling. So you're messaging a lot. You message for host on Facebook.
Yeah. So what I do is I can send my message. I have my text replacements on here. That. So this is the cold message that I send when I message, and I do Instagram and Facebook, and I also host a post message. So I don't just send 200 cold messages. It's kind of like a mix of host to post and cold messaging and all of the different messages. So it's kind of what I send. And then for host to post, I can send my messages in here too. I love that.
Yeah, we do a lot of messaging for host to post.
Your giveaway is probably different, so keep that in mind.
No, I love that.
But that is what I send. And then this is so do you guys give away host to post? I'm sure you do. Yeah,
we just do Jades.
Okay.
We just do Jades.
Yeah. So the post
so for us it's like the $1,000 or whatever.
Yeah. So the post that I have, so when I message them for host to post, if they say yes, I'll post for you. I usually send this host to post. It's kind of like there's supposed to be returns there, but there doesn't return on Zoom. But it starts with like the 10 years ago you were. That's
Right.
the host the post that I
that.
send them. Yeah, that's been working really well. I actually got it from Caroline in our VIP chat. But that host the post has been working really well. And
Yeah, and I just do one that says, "Hey guys, my friend is giving away $1,000 Christmas cash. Drop your favorite color and she'll message you for your entry."
Yeah, that works very well too. But then, so what I do after that, you guys, is everybody that comments on that, they're going to get a product post. So I usually get about 20 host posts up just from asking people to host a post for me, and everybody that I message for it, I usually send them a giveaway host post like this. But then the people that comment on theirs, I send them a product one. This is the coffee one that I use. Please change up some words because it works really well. I don't want to like have everybody use.
No, totally. That's the one that I got from
Sarah.
Yeah.
Yes, me too. But that one works really well. That's how I've been enrolling most of my customers. But please don't get up 5 host to post and tell me it doesn't work, because that is on you. If you're not getting your 20 host posts up, and I am, who do you think they're going to comment on? Like, if you think about it, who's going to get more comments? If I'm getting, so what I usually shoot for is about 5 people to post the giveaway for me, at least 5 people to get a giveaway host to post up. And then I'm usually set for the day, and then have their friends post product posts. And if you're not getting as many host posts up as you want, then message more people for host to post. It's literally just doing more. But those
and
are
then
the
when
two
you
that are
message for
working very
host to
well.
post, don't give them a product host to post, give them a giveaway host to post. Because if you're messaging for host to post, you're trying to get up more. And I always, this is just like my rule of thumb. If they're already my friend on Facebook, they're putting up a giveaway post. Because I need my friends to put up product posts. I need their friends to put up posts. That way I'm getting up more posts and I'm getting more people on my Facebook.
Yes, that's exactly what I do too. Because if you're having the same 5 people post about the coffee every other day, then their friends are just going to be like, I saw this yesterday. Why are you posting it again? Like, you're not even in the business. Like, give them a giveaway post. Let their friends post about the coffee, so you're reaching a new audience. Because if you're sending it to the same 5 people and the same 5 people are posting the same post every day, people are not going to comment. You got to get it in front of new audiences. But that is what I do. And then when they comment, I can give, do you want me to go through like my coffee conversation and my upsell kind of?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, I think we're pretty, I think everyone pretty much, they comment on the coffee post, you message them, you say, hey, you're interested. Hey, thanks for your comment. I saw you're interested in weight loss coffee. They say yes. Our team asks, are you on any kind of low carb diet? Just so that we make sure that we're recommending them. Because the post that I'm putting up says that we have salted caramel or we have mocha or whatever. So I'm just asking like, oh, okay, sounds good. Are you on any kind of low carb or keto diet? If they say no, I'm recommending I'm telling them about the skinny brew. Say yes, we're telling about the keto coffee and the greens. And then pricing, but I would love to hear if there's another way that you are upselling from just the coffee.
So what I do is very similar to that, but we just ask if they like black coffee or creamy coffee, and that's kind of how I determine skinny brew or keto coffee. But I'm sure the low carb works really well too. I didn't even think about that, but I love that. And then I know a lot of people have been asking how I've been getting so big coffee orders, so I wanted to send my pricing script in here because a lot of people don't say this, or I don't think so. Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on. So a lot of people don't offer the 60-day supply or the 48-day supply with the keto coffee. Why not offer it, you guys? And we've been like, don't be scared that it's 112 or 119. Literally offer it. I've had we market it as buy 3 bags, get 1 free. That's what it says in my pricing script, because that's literally what it is. Like, it's 60 days, but it's 4 bags for the price of 3. So why not market it as buy 3, get 1 free? So that's what we do. And that's what I say. I've actually had a lot of people, more people than you think, will say the 60-day supply or the 48-day supply, just because it's a better deal and you get more for what you're paying. So literally, don't be scared to offer that. I've gotten a lot of people say I want the 60-day supply. Like, don't, it's also your mindset. You're like, oh my God, $49 is a lot.
Especially when you're doing like specifically if you're talking to them about salted caramel or peppermint mocha, because the pods are like at an even different price point where you're getting like, you can get 12 for $50 or you can get 48 for 119. Like, it's not a big jump, and people want to get the better deal. And I think that that's the piece that a lot of people get. They don't want to tell them a higher price because they don't want them to say no, but people want to get a good deal, you guys. If they're already talking about the product, they already know they're gonna have to pay for the product. Give them the best deal. And when someone feels like you're hooking them up, like when someone feels like you're like, and you can add this on, and I'm gonna get you this deal, and you'll get free shipping. They're like, you're like speaking my language. Like they love that, and they'll be longer term customers because they trust you to get them the best deal.
Yes, exactly. So that's how, like, it's partially your mindset. If you think $49 is a lot, then you need to change your mindset, self-develop, because they should all be getting the 112 day or the $112 pack. They should all be getting the 48-day supply. Please don't be scared to upsell. You want them to get the best results, don't you? Like, then why are you only offering them 12 days worth? Seriously. Keep that in the back of your mind.
And they're gonna run out of coffee, and then they're gonna want more anyways. So
exactly. And even if they say, the 12-day supply, I'm like, okay, sounds good. Then I send them the 90-day challenge script. I'm sure y'all have that, or at least I hope so. But if you don't have that, please ask me.
I have one. Have you guys changed it to include the gold and platinum membership?
Yeah, I can send it.
That would be great, because I have one, but it includes, it's like the original script that we had, but I would love to see how you guys are wording that.
Yeah, so I send that, but that's my 90-day script, and I send that, and then I get their phone number.
I'm gonna get all of this wording because I have the recording, and I'll have all of this chat stuff in my Zoom account once it loads. So I will like make a whole thing to go on our team page with all of the scripts that she just sent. So if you guys are like panicking,
I got some more. Don't worry.
Enough. I will make sure we get them in the team page by tomorrow night.
Yes, but then I send the challenge script, and then I always say, hey, do you have 5 minutes now to get started all by text? They usually say yes, or they say, let me get off work, whatever, the usual things. But then I say, great, send me your phone number. Then I get their phone number, and this is what I send. This has worked really well. If you guys don't place people's order for them, please do. Don't be scared. You're not going to steal their card info. Why would they be like... Why would you be scared to get somebody's info?
No, I love it. You know that you're not going to take their card info. So if you're worried, they're going to think I'm going to take their card info. Why are you thinking that? Are you going to take it?
Exactly. It's just you.
Are you going to take it? No. So don't worry about it. But I love that you asked. We do the same thing. Would you like me to send you my link, or I can take your information and place it for you? Like, what's easier for you?
Yes, and then so I actually have like a sample conversation up so I can send the messages. But this person wanted me to send them my site. So some people have a mindset where like they think they can only upsell when they have the people's information. Don't think like that. I literally upsell whether I'm sending them my site or I'm giving them or if I'm putting their information in. Don't be scared to upsell.
Have the laptop charger? Sorry, my laptop's gonna die. Keep going.
No, you're fine. But so then I always ask if they said, so let's say for example, this person said, oh, I only want the 12-day supply just to try it. Don't settle for that, you guys. You want them to get the best results? 12 days is not going to get them that. That's literally like a sample pack. Like, so I always ask them if they say that they want the 12-day or the 15-day supply. I'm like, okay, are you sure you don't want to get the 30-day supply to get the even better and faster results? It's only $30 more. Do you want to do that instead? They always say yes. Who doesn't want better and faster results for only $30 more? Like, honestly. So then I send, so this is a customer that I got from a copy host post. I'm going through the whole conversation with you guys. Please pay attention. But I'm sending my scripts. So after I send that, I don't have a message for that because this person, I didn't actually say that because he wanted the 60-day supply. But then I sent this. So even if they want the 60-day supply, don't be scared to add on to that. Literally, that's how I've been getting 138 BV customers, you guys. You have to not be scared to upsell.
And
just because
I was gonna say too, if they see you, like what Cassie does, she's posting about the coffee, she's posting about the coffee, she's messaging about the coffee. They may not even know that she doesn't have coffee. Sometimes people message me and they're like, oh, I would do get your products, but I don't like coffee. And I'm like, girl, we got way more than coffee. Not that we're not posting about Thermofite X or the skincare or whatever, but sometimes people just miss it if you're not being as consistent with it. So
yes,
you gotta be like, oh, so I have all this.
Right, literally. And so like if they, even though he's already getting $112 worth of coffee, don't be scared to add on to that, you guys. Literally, it's always going to be a no if you don't ask. So I always ask, even if they say no, no, no to every upsell, I'm still going to ask. Because you could go from 80 BV to 130 if you ask. So this is what I send next. I upsell the greens, and then that's my upsell script for the greens. Works very well, very well. Sorry, can't talk. And then he said, oh my gosh, yes, please. I was like, okay, great. So keep in mind, he's getting 112 and now he's adding on 39. And then I also show Thermofite XX every day on my stories. Even if he just followed me today, he could go look at my story and there would be Thermofite X on there. So then I send this upsell message about the Thermofite X. Why wouldn't you want them to get the triple threat, you guys? Like, honestly. So then I send that message and ask if he wants to add in the Thermofite XX with the coffee and greens. He ended up saying no, but that's okay because he still got the coffee and greens, but I still sent it anyways. I've had people say yes to every single upsell I send, but they can't say yes if you don't ask. So keep in mind, I've already sent 2 upsells. You think I'm done? Nope, we're still going to keep upselling. So he said no thank you to that. So I'm like, okay, no problem. One last question. And then this is the other one. Then I'm like, do you want to add the fat fighters? Oh, that's the same one. Hold on.
Oh, that's okay.
It didn't paste. There we go. Then I upsell the fat fighters and I'm like, you got to kind of relate to them, you guys. Don't just be like, this like helps you burn fat. Do you want it? I'm kind of like, yeah, this helps me when I have cheat days. I don't know if you have those, but relate to them when you're talking about the upsells too. That's the one that I use for fat fighters. And then he said, not this time, maybe next time. And then I send, let's see, I got to find it in a different conversation. But even if I already upsold them to all of that, imagine if he said no to everything. We're not stopping, you guys. Why not offer more? So then you guys, if you've ever placed an order, do you know like the unicorn deals that pop up? That's kind of how we label it. Mm-hmm. But then
that's what I usually upsell with. Mm-hmm. Like usually all I'm doing is just when they're ready to order, I just have my little like, hey, I was just about like when I'm making the cart for them or I'm putting it in, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, when I was entering your order, a few unicorn offers popped up. It's super limited and it's a huge deal. And then I'll just put on whatever. Usually it's stuff that they don't have. So for mine, it's wraps, carb control, cleanse, hair, skin, nails, and confianza. And then I actually do a little, you can also upgrade and become a rep and make commissions, cash, and bonuses. You get one-on-one training and mentorship for $99.
Well, I love that. That's a good idea.
But I wasn't sure if you'd be interested, but I feel horrible if I didn't mention it. Did you want to add any of these special offers to your order today?
Mm-hmm.
They say no, you guys, you're still getting a customer. But you know how many people are ordering Thermofite X and want the hair, skin, nails, or like want the confianza? Don't feel like you have to keep doing the weight loss thing either. Like you can totally switch it up and offer the hair, skin, nails, or offer the confianza, or offer something different. So yeah, yours looks almost exactly the same as mine. So.
Yes, I love that you add things that like aren't technically on it. I love that. But that's what I send after the other upsells, you guys. And I literally send that. And that's my upsells, you guys. It's not difficult, but it's all about if you send it. It's literally if you send it. Because if you don't send any upsells, the answer is always going to be no.
Well, the answer is always going to be I'll take the Thermophyte X for $39.95, you know, and that's fine. That's still a customer. I just literally enrolled a customer for just Thermophyte X earlier today. And she actually, I had sent her the unicorn upsell and she had asked me to add on the hair, skin, nails, but then when she went to checkout, she actually took it off. She couldn't afford it, but that was fun. Like I still got a customer out of it. And she appreciated me, like I said at the beginning, knowing that every single time that she needs to come to me, I'm going to offer her what I have to offer and whatever I feel the best deal is at the time. And that builds trust. And then I absolutely love, Julie, we do have scripts in our team page, or I can send them to you for the skincare, but I love that you guys are making it a 4-month thing, because first ever it's been the 3 months, and everyone's like, no one orders after 3 months. But if they get to 4 months, then they're a gold status member and they get all the free shipping and everything else. It's going to be that much easier to keep them ordering.
Yes.
And you're saying it's lifetime.
Yeah.
Here. So I love that.
Yes.
I love it. I love all of it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to go back to our conversation. So hold on one second.
Yes.
I think that's just about it. Yeah. If anybody has questions, if you guys could start dropping them. I know Julie asked about scripts for skincare. And I will find it. If you place their order for them, you get their card info. If they want to do it, then you do the cart and you have them get on the website and place it. So when you ask them, do you want me to do it for you, or do you want me to send you my link? If you send the link, you the cart, and if you're placing it for them, then you ask for their information. And I have a script for asking them for their information also.
I was about to send that. Here you go.
Yeah. Perfect. I love it. I
got a question. Hold on, let me find it.
No, that's okay.
I was just somebody wanting the skincare info.
Yeah,
too.
and I'll get those. I mean, the skincare, honestly, I usually only get skincare when I give, like, sometimes I'll be following up for host to post or something, and I'll say, like, I have a bunch of stuff on sale, what would you like? And then I'll send them, like, I have skincare, whatever. And then usually I'm just asking them anti-aging or anti-acne or overall hair and skin. And I just recommend 2 or 3 products based on that.
Yeah.
But all of the scripts for all of the products are in our team page and also in Diamond Elite Nation. So, but I'll make sure that you guys get those if you need them. So if you guys have questions for Cassie, please start dropping them now. I have a question for Cassie, but if you guys have them, I want you guys to be able to ask them too. My question is, I've been in this business for 2 years now. You started around this time of year. Obviously you've seen huge explosions of growth, and you've also seen time in your business where, you know, you weren't doing what you were supposed to be doing and all of these things. And obviously you just kind of explained, like, you made the decision, you decided you were going to go all in, you decided this was something that you really wanted to do. But my question is, obviously you're doing your personal development and stuff, but that doesn't mean that every day is a good day. So is there anything specifically that you're doing to support your, like, mental and emotional well-being when it does feel like kind of a low? I know myself and a lot of people in the past few months have just kind of been this, like, a lot of growth and a lot of lessons internally, which doesn't necessarily make for the best paychecks externally. So when you're feeling it a little bit and that doubt and that discouragement starts to creep in, is there anything that you would, like, advice that you would give to us?
Yes, of course. So what I do on, like, my days that I feel down or that I feel like I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, you know, what I personally do is I love Jade Hooper and Ashley Mayfield. Their fire just lights a fire in me. So I go find those leaders that you know will pump you up and that you know will give you it like it is, and that you know will tell you to get your shit together. So that's why I like them, because they will be fire with you. They will be like, you say you're doing all the things, but you're not. So get your shit together. Like, that's what I do, is I go find those leaders that I know speak to me, and I watch their Zooms, or I watch their podcasts, or I watch their, or I'll listen to, like, an audiobook that fires me up. If you haven't listened to Rhinoceros Success, that's a very good audiobook. Definitely recommend. It's called Rhinoceros Success. That's a very good one if you need a little bit of read, spoken to you. But yeah, those are kind of, and then I also like to listen to music, kind of just do things that you love. If you're feeling like you're having a bad day, don't just not work. I'm not telling you to not work your business and do what you love. So what I'll do is I'll jam to music in the car for a little bit, or I'll go for a walk, or I'll go work out, and then I'll get my mind right while I'm working out. So if you go for a walk, listen to a podcast. Literally just get your mind right by listening to those people that you know fire you up. Don't go listen to a Zoom from a leader that you know like is teaching you a lot, but they're not necessarily firing you up, because yeah, you'll learn stuff, but you're not going to get out of your mood. You got to find the people that you know will turn your day around. And if that's Les Brown, if that's Tony Robbins, find somebody you know that turns your business or turns your mind around when you feel like you're in a slump. That's my biggest tip on that, I think. Finding your people.
I think sometimes too, I think that we allow ourselves to go too long without doing that. Like as soon as you start to feel that, like, I don't really feel like doing my stuff today. I don't really feel like this is going anywhere. I don't really feel like I can do it. I don't feel like I'm enough. Immediately message your enroller, listen to a podcast, go on a walk. If you need to put your phone down for like 10, 15 minutes and have a dance party and kiss your babies and whatever, that's what Cassie's saying. She's not saying don't work your business. She's not saying work your business all the time. There's balance, you guys. There's balance. And when you start to feel off balance, you just have to tip it back on the other side. And I love that because it's the same. I mean, when I start to go into a slump, which I did August, September, October of this year, just like everything going on in the world and the election and just all of the things like just totally got to me, and I ended up totally slumping. And like I stopped getting on Zooms with Jade because I got very like, I don't want you to like tell me what to do. But as soon as I started getting back on the Zooms and plugging myself back in, I was like, oh my God, like this is why you stay. That's why I wrote on like our little picture today, like hot coals stay hotter together. Like you have to stay close to the fire and close to people who are doing the things and who are motivated and who have that vision. And when you start to slip, that's why we're a team, you guys. Like that's why you do things all together. It's like Cassie just said, I know Lindsay, and I know that she is like, take no shit. And so I know that if Cassie comes around, she's like, bruh, I'm just like having a hard day, Lindsay's gonna be like, I love you.
Get it together.
Let's go. Like,
yeah,
move. And I think that that's the other biggest piece of like, if you feel stuck, you're not moving. All it takes to get unstuck is to take some steps. Like,
yes,
send some messages, get up a post, make a TikTok, get the ball rolling again.
Yes. Another tip on that. So if you're feeling like you're stuck or you're having a bad day, don't be scared to reach out to your enroller. I actually kind of fell in a slump kind of when I was over the summer. I stopped reaching out to Lindsay. Very bad idea. My business kept going down and down. And then I reached out to Lindsay and she helped me get out of where I was at. And it literally, I don't know why I don't know if you guys I don't know how red you are, Hope, or if you're yellow or what, but
yeah, so I was very, very red when I started. And then my yellow kind of started to like,
yeah,
red developed. I became more yellow, but right. I am still very red.
Yeah, so I was like scared to reach out to Lindsay because I didn't want to hear what she had to say. I knew that she was going to tell me to get my shit together, and I was just kind of like, oh, I don't know. And I was just not reaching out to my enroller because I was scared that she was going to tell me to get to work, and she was going to tell me that I was not working. You can't be scared of that.
Because she's feeling this, because like she won't text me because she knows I'm going to be like, Evelyn, what are you doing? because and it comes from this place, and I really want to express this, guys, and then it doesn't look like there's any questions, so we'll probably wrap it up. But when your enroller tells you what you need to do, it comes from this place of knowing what you're capable of. And I just said this to a girl who actually had done the business 2 other times, and then she just joined my team for like her 3rd time. And I just looked at her and I just said, Ashley, I know when you're being the best, most badass, amazing boss version of yourself, and I know when you're not. And I'm not going to let you stay in not. I know what level 10 you enrolling, bright and shiny, confident. I know what that looks like. And when you're not doing that on my team, I'm not coming at you to find you because it's like about me and like you need to get your ish together. It's because I know what you're capable of. I know what your potential is. Every single person on here is so beyond capable of enrolling customers and enrolling distributors and having the business and having the life and having the money that they want to have. They're just not showing up as that level 10 out of 10 best version of themselves. So that's what Cassie was saying. She didn't want to talk to Lindsay because she knew Lindsay was going to be like, you're not showing up. You're not being the Cassie that you know that you can be. And we're scared of it because we know that on the inside that we're not showing up as the best of ourselves. And showing up as your best version of yourself, it takes effort. Like you got to show up.
Yes, and I let her like pour into me.
Yeah.
I let her pour into me, and then I turned my business around again, you guys. That's what I've done in the past like 2 months. I turned it around again because I got over my like, I don't even know, my ego, and I reached out to her and I was like, I'm so sorry. I have not reached out to you in like 2 months, and I know that you're going to tell me I need to get my shit together, but I needed to reach out because I need help. Just don't be scared to ask for help. Even if you're a red and you hate asking for help, just do it. It will better your business, please.
Yep.
That's all.
And that's, I don't know if there was a post floating around a while ago, and I think it's in our old team page, but I might post it again. And it was like, how to speak your leader's love language. And the best thing that you can do for your upline is to come to us and to say, this is what I'm struggling with. This is how I'm feeling, and come with that openness to be coached. That's we're not your boss.
That's exactly what I did. Yeah.
We're not your mom. We're your coach. We're a mentor. We're a leader. And so we're going to tell you, this is what you need to do. And there was a while there in my business where I didn't want to be like that because I didn't want to like hurt anybody's feelings or step on any toes. But like, that's been my growth through this last season, is like, I know what I'm talking about because I enrolled my husband 2 weeks ago tomorrow. I already got a shopping spree. He's 2 distributors from being chartered for Emerald. I'm good at this business, you guys. And if I know how to enroll, I can teach you how to enroll. And I'm doing you a disservice if I don't show up every single day and tell you exactly what to do. I'm not doing it to be a boss. I'm doing it because I know what you need to do to get
exactly
to the level that you need to get to. So this was so good. Can you guys drop, I don't even know what we were, hearts or smileys, or I think we were at 7 if this was so good and if you learned a lot. And I'm going to get all of these scripts in our team page. I'll get them off of Zoom and I'll like collect them and get them in our team page. If you can send me a picture of your KPI, that would be awesome. And then I will make sure that this gets uploaded so that we can get the recording to you guys too. So thank you so much, Cassie.
You're welcome.
So good. I'm glad that some of your team could be on with us tonight as well.
Yes.
And we're gonna crush the rest of November and end out the year. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. Reach out to your upline if you need anything. That's what we're here for. And we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much, Cassie.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.